Nobody saw this scandal coming, but it's suddenly the talk of the town. Following years of intense drama, startling betrayals, and jaw-dropping incidents, two of the most notorious people in hip-hop and love history, Kirk Frost and Mendeecees Harris, were recently banned from reality TV. Their downpour has finally stopped. Up until now, the twist has been kept under wraps, but what actually transpired behind the scenes that led to this audacious, surprising choice from what was supposed to be a peaceful off-camera reconciliation between C members swiftly descended into a chaotic brawl that no one could control, with fists being thrown, egos being shattered, and by the end of the night, Kirk and Mendeecees Harris in a private after-show taping, but no one was ready for what would happen, according to the producer's sources. Excellent absence of cameras and confessionals, simply a harsh, cruel reality that nobody anticipated. But wait, there's more to this than meets the eye. Was this merely a single, violent altercation, or was there something far more sinister simmering behind the scenes? More than anyone could have predicted, the scandal involves betrayals, secrets, and backstabbing. Fasten your seatbelts because we are going to dissect everything. Interview 137/149. Few anticipated this. Kirk Frost and Mendeecees Harris's animosity had been growing subtly for weeks, but no one anticipated it would blow up into such a full-blown catastrophe. What began as a straightforward argument quickly escalated into a career-ending altercation that completely upended the love and hip-hop franchise. It all happened behind closed doors after show taping, which was supposed to be a time for the cast to vent their problems before the reunion episode. No cameras, no pressure, just an opportunity to get things straight. Something will eventually go off script because of egos, past grudges, and reality stars who thrive on chaos. At first, Kirk dismissed the rumors that Mendeecees was talking behind Kirk's back and calling him a washed-up has-been who only remained relevant because of Rashida's hustle. After all, love and hip-hop thrive on drama. So loose lips were normal. But when several people began to support the accusations, it became impossible for Kirk to ignore them. Kirk and I had never been close, but there was mutual respect until recently. Speculation evolved into outright accusations. Kirk was allegedly telling producers that he was so desperate to stay on the show that he was willing to fabricate fake beefs. According to Mendeecees, Kirk was a liability and nothing more than a holdover from previous drama. For Kirk, that was personal. How dare Mendeecees accuse him of holding the show back when Kirk had been there from the start? Insiders claim that Kirk vented to cast members prior to the fight. This man barely got out of prison, and now he believes that running things is about respect, not egos. Disrespect his legacy, especially someone like Mendeecees. According to reports, Kirk pulled Mendeecees aside for a man-to-man conversation prior to the reunion taping in an attempt to calm things down, but Mendeecees refused to listen. "If you're worried about what I'm saying," Mendeecees allegedly sneered, "maybe you should fix what's broken." Kirk's face twisted in anger, his jaw clenched, and that was all it took. What began as a heated exchange swiftly turned into a full-on screaming match, and the cast and producers watched in disbelief as the tension in the room reached a boil. "You're a guest on this show," Kirk yelled, gesturing toward Mendeecees before security could react. Kirk shoved Mendeecees back into a chair, sending him over the edge. "I built this before you even got here." Mendeecees then leaped at Kirk, grabbing his shirt, and in a matter of seconds, fists were flying, Chairs were overturned, glasses were shattered, and cast members screamed. Security hurried in, but neither man was backing down. Yandy Smith. While Rashida was frantically trying to drag Kirk away, Mendeecees' wife was screaming at him to stop, but the harm was already done. Had already been completed. The worst part was that it was all captured on camera. Someone pulled out their phone as soon as the fight started, and the video went viral minutes later. Hip-hop producers were in full panic mode, with one producer going so far as to say, "This isn't just reality TV drama. This is career-ending." Kirk was dragged into a room, still raging, and his face was twisted with wrath behind the scenes. The fight was so vicious and startling that the producers were forced to stop filming right away. Executives had already made up their minds that fights were inevitable and a common occurrence on reality TV, but this time it wasn't drama. Instead, it was dangerous, destructive, and once the film leaked, it was too much. It had crossed a boundary they couldn't uncross by. When Kirk Frost and Mendeecees Harris were fired the following morning without any prior notice or second chances, Kirk was reportedly shocked and said, "This isn't real," as he paced back and forth and said, "They need me." Although I've been here from the start, Rashida was wiser. Kirk wasn't just another cast member. He was love and hip-hop royalty who had developed his brand and made money moves. And now he was being thrown aside like everything else when you put your hands on M and it got out. Today's news: when he received the call, he was sitting with Yandy in their living room number. "No way," he said, shaking his head. "They need me. I bring too much to this show." Yandy didn't flinch, "So that's it. They're just done with you." The fallout was swift, and fans were split. Some supported Kirk, arguing that Mendeecees had no right to talk down to an original cast member, while others supported Mendeecees, arguing that Kirk had no justification for touching someone, regardless of who was correct. One thing was for sure: this was one of the largest scandals in the history of the Love and Hip Hop series. No one saw it coming, but it's now the talk of the town. Both Kirk Frost and Harris from Mendeecees, following years of intense drama, startling betrayals, and jaw-dropping moments, two of the most notorious people in hip-hop and love history have recently been shut off from reality TV. All of the twist has been preserved, behind the scenes. So far, but what actually transpired behind the scenes? When tensions finally erupted in a private after-show taping, what was meant to be a peaceful off-camera reconciliation between cast members swiftly descended into a chaotic brawl that no one could control, with fists being thrown, egos being shattered, and by the end of the night, no one was ready for what would happen. How did this daring, unexpected decision from the producers start? Sources revealed that tension had been building for weeks. Kirk and Mendeecees Harris were permanently separated. No more cameras, no more confessionals, just a harsh, unforgiving reality that nobody anticipated. But wait, there's more to this than meets the eye. Was this truly simply one violent altercation, or was there something far more sinister simmering behind the scenes? The scandal is more complex than anyone could have predicted due to betrayals, secrets, and backstabbing. Get comfortable, because we are going to dissect everything.